So it's been a while. For the past hour, I've been trying to find something to do, like in the background, for making this video. I found nothing. So, um, I could run around and kill placeholders, but there's like none. So, I guess I'm just gonna go fish. I already got my gear on. Yeah, just to throw this, and then I go fish. Uh, yeah, Shalmont. Okay, there you go. Um, Another thing too, another thing to make videos is trying to find out something to talk about, which even at a month of not making anything, I don't have anything. But there is one thing that did come up recently, and I'll just show it. Uh, yeah, I'll probably lay it over with talking. But yeah, I got a DG chest plate. Um, it's it's nice. It is nice. It's a lot nicer than EDL. I haven't even switched the points yet over from for sneaky, but uh, I will at some point. If I find I'll just use plat or something. But yeah, that is a new step towards end game. Okay, there you go. That's 1200 gold right there. I haven't fished in like a year, so this is it's cool, I guess. Usually when I would do something like this, I would just like throw on some music and just try to make my mind blank as possible while doing this. This isn't, I wouldn't say it's necessarily fun, but I'd say like having a goal to get somewhere, like, oh, I want to have this much gold, this specific amount, or I want to hit this much fish today. Like, if you think 1200 gold per fish, I think it's like 83 fish for 100k. You'd be like, hey, I want 100k today. And then the real struggle is to do that again tomorrow, or for a set amount of days ahead. I could probably do this for 3 days, get 100k a day, and then I just like give up for like a month, because it's a commitment to put time aside to do that. Or you could just throw money on the game, which is another option. I wouldn't personally on a non-double plat, but I don't know. When elixirs get kind of dry, you need some stuff. But I don't know. I'd say recently on Dawn, one main problem is probably the motivation, or the is it worth buying these chests? I can say on the market for like auction house, the prices are pretty high. I'd say maybe like once in a while you can maybe find a chest for like 60k, but chances are they're gonna be like 90k plus, and yeah, I don't want to pay that. I don't want to maybe like 2 hours of fishing just for one chest. That's probably just gonna give me some fashion that I want to drop really bad. But yeah, like it. That's one thing about the chests. There's less and less. I don't like every year. Like I just want to buy chests less because one, it's pay to win, but it actually it is entirely pay to win. If I want to go to a lock battle and then I'm a rogue, I'm gonna need hastes, and I can't craft those with in-game gold. I need plat. I need to buy chests. I guess you could buy. You can buy super combo for like 25 hunter prizes, or one hunter prize, and then 25 whatever they're called. Where am I going? Tokens. Yeah, okay, thank you. 100 favors. So 25 of those, and you get a super combo. But uh, yeah, it's not great in terms of like that. Also equaling a mount token, which people also are trying to sell for 150k to 200k. For the spirit mount, that's basically it. Pet tokens haven't gone up the same way mount tokens have, and I'd say pet tokens are a lot more valuable than mount, just for the fact that having the pet, but then at the same time, no, because you can just get a vendor pet, or what are they called, a lux pet, like a dragon or imp. Um, and there's also the debate if imp is better than dragon or vice versa. Um, I say if you already have a level 6 dragon, don't sell it for an imp because it's very close. Because if you can crit, I'd say, let's say you're maxed out full DG rogue, you have maybe a Imperial BTME and then a couple blood rings, or they're not called blood, that's for rogue. The necro bow rings. You're probably gonna get maybe 600 damage out of that, and out of that damage, how much of that is actually gonna go towards your skill? If we're talking about sharp shot, who knows? Maybe like not a lot of damage. That's all I'll say. And if you have a crit, which that's what dragon gives you, it gives you critical strike and critical skill. Let's just say auto and auto. It's not gonna have the same effect as doubling your auto. It's gonna add some damage, but I don't know. I feel like that the extra critical strike and skill, especially if you're a rogue or if you're a ranger, I'd say maybe more for a rogue. It's because you're putting out so many abilities so quickly that said a brain fart. Yeah, you're putting out a lot of autos and a lot of skills. The more of those, the more of a chance you're gonna throw out a crit. And with that chance, it's gonna, over time, I feel like it's gonna help you more. And also, the difference between those two are, I'd say for imp, it's good having the focus, but having 120 of each, or stats of each, are pretty good. I'd say maybe dex doesn't matter at all, but everything else does. Dex is nice and all, but I think, I don't know. I feel like dex is a kind of a weird spot for rogues. Yeah, they're good for assists, like expose, I guess poison weapon, but that adds nothing to poison weapon dexterity. If you're gonna go full, if you're gonna even go full dex, it's not gonna add much. Adding 300 stat points of dex will give you like 3 points into PW, which, if you're hot swapping, what is it? If you're hot swapping Imperial to Royal, BT or Charm for Rogue, just for the stats for poison weapon, it's just gonna add like 3 points. You might as well just stick to whatever you're using. Maybe you're already using a dex version. I'd say dex is only good for an item like, I wouldn't say it makes it better, the item, but for dex weapons, like for, let's say, I don't know if it's the same for warriors, but for warriors, rangers, and rogues, having the magic damage, I think will just make it a dex weapon. And then also having, it might be defense for this specific thing, having dex, magic, and defense. Just having that magic damage alone helps, and also, if it's a ghillie weapon, say for rogue, 165 pierce is pretty good, especially if you're going over to shadow. Just having that extra 15 pierce, I think, helps a lot, or 10, I don't remember. I'd say it's probably 10. I think it's 10 pierce. That 10 pierce alone is really good. And that's also what to say about the imp. Having that all of like for imp specifically, I think you have maybe a treasure hunter skill and then something else. I forget what the other skill is. Those are useless. Unless you want to crit your gold at a prime, which yeah, I guess, but those don't help. And there's the 35 pierce, which is really good, but I don't know. Maybe if you aren't fully endgame, focus more on that than spending just a crazy amount of money. Because people want to spend 4 to 5 million per coin, which is, if you add it up, like 30 mil. Yeah. When you can get a dragon for like 9 mil, if you get him at a good price, like 1.5 an egg or 2. If you're spending 2, it's 12 mil. But it's crazy. It's just so expensive. It's not worth it just off the price. It's too much. Especially selling your dragon just to, if you sell your dragon, get 3 eggs, that's 6 mil. That's like in some servers 1 coin. So, and dragon looks cool. You know, cool for what it is.